I've just given Mr. Riley a quick wipe at the front with this stuff. It's for the bikes actually, so don't say anything, because you know. And you, Kira, you keep your mouth shut as well, okay? Anyway, Kira's going to inspect us now, and what I'm going to do, this is just a quick one. I'll just show you the Riley quickly, how nice and shiny she looks. That's not too bad, is it? I've only done the front. Quick wipe. She needs a good clean, but I'm not going to get water all over her. I don't do that anymore. What I do now is I just give it a wipe, get the muck off and give it a wipe. Now I'm going to show you the front first. Here's my non-standard Lucas fog lamps, but they're period, so that's good. Institute of Advanced Motorists, which I am one. I have actually taken the test. The Riley Register, your St. Christopher, to bring you some luck on the road. And this badge here, I haven't seen many of these around. A camping badge, Camping Club of UK, West Great Britain. That's quite a rare one, I think, actually. And then your obligatory AA one, which we are a member of the AA as well. And the Lucas fog lamps. And I've got P700s on the front of this, which I think look a lot nicer. They were an optional extra anyway. Okay, so let's have a look on the inside and get ourselves familiar with the controls, because we are going on some adventures. And the one that's coming up in April, there'll be others before that, but there's one coming up in April to Malvern. So I'll have to drive past the Malvern factory where they make the Morgans. I think that's lower. I think it's divided into Upper Malvern and Lower Malvern, and we're going camping on a farm somewhere. Okay, let's have a look at the interior. Let's start with the dash. Now you've got a clock instead of I'd like a rev counter. Then they were an optional extra, but they're like hen's teeth to get, and if you can get them, they're expensive. So I'm going to stick with the clock, and that clock's been stuck at 2:10 since 1964, so I'm not going to mess with that. There's the amps for your battery. You've got your fuel gauge, so we're looking there. There's your fuel gauge, which does about 22 to the gallon, not too bad. There's your MPH, so you can see how fast you're going. I have taken this to 100 miles an hour, and wow, trust me, what a sound that was. Lovely. Now, along here we have a row of switches which are more aesthetic and, you know, to look the part than functional, to be honest with you, because they all work, but if you're in the dark you don't know where they are unless you can remember them. So here, if I put the ignition on, okay, here you go, the ignition's on. So here, this one is, I think, a heater. No, now that one, this one here is, believe it or not, to dim the dash. I don't think you'll see it in this light. Okay, I've moved it now, so I'll have to adjust that when I come to it. That's full on, I think. And that's it dim, isn't it? Is that dim or full on? I can't remember. Actually, I think it comes on high and then goes low. So I'll leave it about there. This is ignition timing. So I can twiddle this and pull him in and out to adjust the advance and retard the distributor from there. This is your fog lights at the front, which I pointed out earlier, and it's got 2 steps to it, so you can, 1 step, then you turn it to the right, and 2 steps, so you can actually wink with the fog lights at the front. That's good. And this is your start button. I won't press that because the ignition's on. I'll turn the ignition, no, I'll leave the ignition on for a second because I want to show you the heater one. I'm sure that works. Then over here we've got a choke, which doesn't need too much choke, to be honest with you. Now your lights, that should dim, that's dip, full beam, and main beam is over the other side. I'll show you that in a bit. Actually, you can see the lights now. I forgot about that. Now, can you see the lights now? Let's have a look. I'll show you the dimmer. There you go. I'll turn in the dimmer. It's not the It's like a rheostat, I think. It's just a rheostat setup. So there you go. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do with them. They get less brighter as you turn it up. I'll leave that as bright as it'll go. And that comes on, obviously that comes on the lights, which is over here. And I'll switch that off and these lights will go out now. There you go. Okay, that's working fine. Heater. And the heater does work. Can you hear that? I'm going to set up so it's not glaring at you. And that's firing up fine, that is. I'll just show you again. And that's on a rear step basis as well, so see, it actually dims the light as well. Although it's going for it, like, you know, that shouldn't and that's your heater full on. Whoa, getting hot now. That's your heater off. I'll turn the ignition off so we're not going to burn the coil out now. So, and then you've got another control here which winds in and out, and that's tick over. That T's for tick over. And basically you can start it and when it's cold, bring your tick over up so it's above, say 10,000 revs. Let's keep it a bit higher, and it will just hold it for you, and that means then you can kill the choke. Then over here, let's have a look. You've got a fan here. Now this is an electric fan that I fitted. When did I fit this out? God, ages ago. I don't use it much. If you're stuck in traffic and it's a hot day, I'll turn it on. But I had the radiator record and had 10% put on for racing, believe it or not. Nicked that out of my old Bedford van, and it's never let me down, but I don't use it much. And you ain't going to believe this, but this one here is a mystery switch, because I can't think for the life of me what that's for now. Oh, I remember. That was when I had an electric squirter for the windscreen wash. But that's failed me at the moment, and I just never use it. So, but it's ready to go. That is, it's ready to be wired back up. This one here, that is an original as well, and that is the flash for your main beam. That's flash, and that's permanently on. So it's high beam, full on, off, and flash. Very nice, very neat for its day. And the horn, it's got twin wind tone horns. Shall I try them? Shall I try them? And I think both will work in there, because if there's any musicians amongst you there, you could hear the bass. One's higher than the other, and they're called wind tone. And here is the trafficators, left and right. And basically, that's it. That's the dashboard of the Riley RMF. Now, all we need now is some adventures. So please stay tuned, and we'll be going soon. We'll be going somewhere very soon, because we've got to make a delivery, a special delivery, and it can only be done in Mr. Riley. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Bye. I can't do that before I show you Alfie. Alfie. Yeah, here he is. Yeah, he's an advisor too, so I've got two advisors, Kira and oh, that one that's run off. Yep, Kira won't go far because she knows she's got to keep an eye on me.